Well, guys, it has been exactly 1 year and 6 days since the official launch of the ONVO brand. So ONVO has celebrated its 1 year anniversary. And to celebrate that, ONVO's former CEO, current CEO, NIO's president, Chin Hong, and of course NIO's CEO did a relay race inside the car, each running 3 laps to sort of symbolize handing the baton over to Dr. Shinfei. And it was a very nice and interesting event that they had. So what is the current situation with ONVO? Is ONVO a success now that it's been around for 1 year? And to answer that question, it's not exactly a black and white question. It's more of a gray question, all right, gray answer. There are some things that are very good and some things that are very bad. Now, let's just make it very clear that right now, it's a very saturated market here in China with all sorts of EVs, cheap products, Elite Motor, Xiaomi selling well, Xpeng with their cheap cars, of course, Tesla doing very well. So it's a very, very crowded market. And keeping that in mind, in terms of the product, yes, ONVO has been a great success. When it comes to customer satisfaction, everybody that bought this car is extremely satisfied. They have the highest customer satisfaction rating out of any NIO branded cars. It's even higher customer satisfaction than NIO cars. So the product is a great success. It has 900 volt. It's big screen. It has all the great features, and of course battery swap. Everybody likes it, and in general, product wise, this is a very good product, and people continue to like it. People that bought this car like it. That's the most important thing. However, a year later, I think halfway through, NIO has realized that having its own individual brand is actually quite difficult. And especially building brand recognition, it costed them a lot of money, right? Because you launch this brand, it's an unknown brand name. People don't know about it, right? So you have to pour money into marketing. And sometimes the marketing doesn't exactly go as planned. For example, they had some scandalous marketing activities, such as the swapping boyfriend advertisement in the elevator ads, and then also the, of course, Day of the Dead, quick to swap, quick to go, kind of wouldn't really help out that much, but of course, publicity is publicity at the end of the day. But what you're realizing is having its own individual brand means you have to have very high marketing expenses to, let people know about this. And of course, ONVO having its own individual stores also carries a big burden on NIO's balance sheet. Now, in the earnings call before, they have said that ONVO needs about 20,000 deliveries per month to positively add to the earnings report, meaning you have to deliver over 20,000 per month to sort of be profitable for ONVO in a sense. And less than that, you're not going to be able to cover all the expenses when it comes to rent, when it comes to personnel cost, marketing activities, all that kind of stuff. So when it comes to that, being able to achieve the sales target, they haven't been exactly successful yet. Now, the recent management change does signal a great start, and we have seen sales uptick following the management change. They have really changed the way they've done business, right? More incentives, all right, more value for the customers, and of course, not enforcing strict numbers, just encouraging sales to do better than they did last month. But in terms of reaching the 20,000 deliveries per month target, ONVO is still a far ways off, okay? Delivering about 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 per month. We're not even halfway there. However, going forward, of course, there is hope on the horizon. That is namely, of course, with the ONVO L90 coming out very soon. Again, another product that aims to offer everything that everybody wants. Great product. And, of course, big screens, big fridge. Just exactly almost like a copycat of the Auto L9 in terms of features, but of course with battery swap instead of a gas generator. And this is, in my opinion, going to sell well because it's a very big car at a good price. People like big here in China. And of course, on top of that, you're going to have the ONVO L80. Now, of course, the ONVO L90 is leaked to have great energy efficiency, 14.7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, giving it an actual range of 578 kilometers of actual range. And this is an actual range, all right, based on energy consumption. So in terms of like build quality and product wise, you have a very good product that's going to really help with delivery numbers going forward. And of course, the ONVO L60 will continue to sell, albeit maybe not tremendously well, but it's still going to sell. There's still going to be people buying this car. But the ONVO L90 and L80 are the main players to look at to really see how this does, and they could potentially push ONVO to over that threshold of 20,000 deliveries per month and positively contribute to the balance sheet, because right now ONVO is not positively contributing to the balance sheet because they are not getting over 20,000 deliveries per month. And as a result, the stores, everything like that, costing them a lot of money. And of course, they're also trying to lower this threshold by sort of merging sales channels, merging management together with NIO, sort of to remove redundant roles, to reduce costs, which is all great things that we want to see. But right now, we're going to call it that the product has been a great success. Marketing has not been a great success. Sales have been doing just mediocre, and the future looks to be very successful. This is the thing. You don't see people complain about this car being bad or anything, right? You don't see any of that. People have nothing but good things to say about this product, but it's just a brand recognition that's not there yet. It's going to need some more time. It's going to need some more marketing. And of course, you're going to have the right incentives to really push this forward. It doesn't really make sense that NIO is giving out 5 years of free battery swap, but with ONVO, you're only getting a little bit of a subsidy, and that's it. It's not really fair, so to speak. So if ONVO had the same level of incentives, I am pretty sure that they would sell extremely well. And, going forward, I think this year we have all these products launches, and then next year in 2026, this is when we'll see ONVO positively contributing to the balance sheet. But right now, it is not positively contributing to the balance sheet. But what are your opinions about ONVO? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.